Welcome everybody, nice to meet you. And my name is Anna, and today we're gonna have this interactive Q&A session where we are talking about the online voting for universities. And I'm here to answer all your questions, of course. And actually, before getting started, just a couple of words of introduction about Eligo. Eligo is an all-in-one online voting platform which is designed to support private and public organizations to digitalize and speed up every kind of election remotely, in person, or hybrid. We have been active since 2005 and more than 20 million people have voted with us. So after this very quick presentation, I would say that we can get started. I already can see a couple of questions, so I'm gonna go with the first one. So we are considering using online voting not just for student votes, but for staff elections too. Can the platform handle multiple elections at the same time without mixing things up, and how? Yes, of course. Actually, yes, student and staff election can occur at the same time with no problem. This is because each election is a self-contained and can coexist with others without any disruption. In case of university in particular, we do also offer a portal solution, which allows each department or administrative unit to have their own electoral area within that portal, which is useful to manage elections specific to that department without overlapping with other concurrent elections. So this is more of an organizational direction. But of course, yes, multiple elections can happen at the same time. I see another question here. How easy is to connect the solution to what we're already using, like ERP? We're worried about adding more complexity. Yes, we are aware of this, of course, and we usually to address this question, we usually implement integrations with SSO systems, the single sign-on systems, in order to make the login process as smooth as possible for users. And we do also offer ad hoc integration for data transfer for the setup process of elections. Usually, what is the most popular is login in the system with the same credential as the university credentials. So this is very, very easy for students and the staff to get into the portal and so get into the Eligo platform. I hope that answered your question. I can see another question. Yeah. For our student elections, we have a whole previous part of candidate presentation. Does your tool have something to handle it? Yes, we do. All of the candidate presentation is a whole process before the actual election, as you may know. And we have a dedicated platform to handle the entire process that leads to the composition of the list and candidates for the elections. And that goes from the creation of the list to the addition of candidates and also supporters up until the final approval by the university administration. So yes, we do use that a lot. Let me see if we have other questions. Oh yeah, we have students with different accessibility needs. How does Eligo make sure that everyone, no matter the situation, can easily participate in the voting process? This is a very, very interesting question. Every technological platform actually should be designed to be fully accessible by everyone. Eligo is designed specifically with a strong commitment to inclusiveness. we do pay special attention to the accessibility of the voting area interface, and we're aiming for triple A compliance according to the latest version of the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, WCAG 2.1. And this is a standard that allows us to ensure a smooth and accessible user experience for all voters by removing the technological barriers and enhancing the inclusiveness of electronic voting. So that makes that accessible to people with all types of disabilities. I will wait a little bit to see if we have other questions. Oh, yes, here there's one. Um, some people are skeptical about online voting because votes might not be private. Can you explain how you ensure no one can see who voted for what? Yes, absolutely. We actually can provide more than one reason why the online voting is secure and private at 100%. This is also actually a question that we get a lot. So, in the very first place, the most important thing we can let you know is that we adopt robust security measures and data encryption, and we ensure a physical separation between the voter and the vote itself. We're talking about two different databases. So this guarantees that the vote is secret, and also it is not possible to repeat the voting. If I access the platform once and I vote, the vote is registered and I cannot go back and vote again, of course. And also another reason is that through the platform, the administration of the area can send unique credentials to the voters to access the voter area. So it's a system that sends some unique credentials. And also, if, for example, a voter loses the credentials, the solution allows to generate new credentials that invalidates the previous ones. So if we are talking about a standard system not using the single sign-on, the classical credentials method is very secure, and it really grants that the first of all that the vote cannot be repeated, and second, it is really important that the passwords that are generated by the system cannot be repeated, and every time that the system generates new ones, invalidates the first ones. So this is really what grants the complete the secureness of the platform. So I don't think I can see other questions. Maybe we'll wait a couple of seconds more. Okay, so actually, I believe we have no further questions, so we can declare this session closed. And thank you very much for your participation, and I hope to see you in our next session of the Eligo Q&A. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. Bye bye.